Hey guys, what's up? My name's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I hope that you'll subscribe before you leave. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a demo first impressions on the new Wet n Wild and Peanuts collection. I picked up most of the items from this collection, and as we go through, I will give you the price of everything. But really quickly, I'm just going to show you guys what I got in general. So I got the lip scrub, I got the lip mask, I got the little sponge case and the sponge set. I also picked up the eyeshadow palette as well as the face quad. I picked up one of the lipsticks, and I did pick up the illuminating face mist as well. Really quickly, I'm going to give you a swatch of the face quad first. So the face quad comes with 2 highlighters and 2 blushes. This retails for $10.99. It looks a little crumbly, but this performed amazing on my cheeks, spoiler alert. But yeah, here are the swatches of that. And as you can tell, all of these pans are embossed, super cute, and I love that you can see exactly what you're getting with this packaging. Next up is the eyeshadow palette, and really quickly, I'm going to give you swatches of all of these shades. Alright guys, so here are the shades in this palette. It does come with 2 glitters, which I'm not that fond of, but look at how these shades swatch. I love this green. Just doing this all over the lid, blended out into like black, I think would be beautiful. But this video is going to be forever long, so let's go ahead and get into the tutorial and the pricing on all these items. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into the first product from this collection, and that is going to be the lip scrub. This is the Root Beer All the Way lip scrub, and I cannot wait to try this. So the only thing I have on my face thus far, I just have on my moisturizer, nothing else. This is what the lip scrub itself looks like. It doesn't have a terribly strong smell, but you can definitely pick up on that root beer scent. And I'm just going to go ahead and go in. I have dry lips obviously right now. Nothing is on my lips because I really want to use this to scrub off any like dry skin or anything like that. The little sugar particles in here do not feel like super duper abrasive, like they don't hurt. It definitely feels like it is smoothing, but it's just not painful. It's just a lot of very fine particles. It tastes like root beer too. Not sure if this is, safe to consume, but there's that. All right, and I'm just going to take a makeup remover wipe and wipe this off. All right, my lips definitely feel nice and smooth. This will be good, especially this time of year, in the winter when it's getting just kind of like dry and cold outside. I feel like this will be very nice to keep your lips nice and prepped. Next up, I'm going to go into the next product, which is the lip mask. Now, this one is the Merry Marshmallow Lip Mask, and it does come with a seal. Now, I did go ahead and like cut the labels on all of these just so it would make my life easier doing this video. I just use a knife, and that is what I would recommend. This is what this product looks like. So it's got, kind of like this icy blue look to it. It's just like a solid balm. And I'm sure it'll be clear. Yes. Again, I am not picking up on a strong scent on this. I mean, it does smell kind of sweet, but I wouldn't say like I get a distinct like marshmallow type of a scent. It does feel nice though. Feels super moisturizing, very thin, but like very hydrating. It feels like it is like sinking into my lips, and my lips feel silky. So I do like the way that that feels for sure. And I always start off every look putting on a lip balm. So, all right, next up, before we get into the palette, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my eyelids with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so my eyelids are prepped. I brought you guys in a little bit closer so you could see what we were doing, and we're gonna go ahead and go into this Merry Christmas Charlie Brown eyeshadow palette. Now, I thought that this actual shadow had like a tree on it. I don't know what I was thinking. When you open this up, this is what the shades look like here, and I think I'm going to be sticking more to like this green color over here. It's kind of like a dirty olive shimmer green, but that is what I want to focus on. So I think first off, I'm going to go in with this shade just to get a base transition shade. This is so cute. It's got, you know, a few of the Charlie Brown characters embossed in the pans. You've got some presents down here. I just think that that is a nice touch, and there is a close-up of the shades. But for our purposes, I'm just going to kind of point to what shade I'm using. All right, as usual, I'm going to do one eye on camera, one eye off of camera, just for the sake of time. And I'm dipping into these shades. There's not a ton of kick up. These feel, especially I guess the mattes so far, feel a little bit tightly pressed. So I'm really going in and just going right on my eye. So these will take a little bit more building just because they are, you know, from what I can tell, a little bit more tightly packed into the pan. But that is a nice transition shade if you are around my skin tone. All right, next up, I'm going to go into a little bit of a smaller blending brush. And with this one, I'm going to go into this brown shade down here that's got Charlie Brown's face in it. And again, same like crease area. I'm just focusing this a little bit lower, kind of like more directly into the eye socket. I am going to build a little bit of this up on this corner over here as well. Those two shades work really nicely together. I'm going to go back into that original blending brush that I used. No additional product, and I'm just going to kind of sweep over this general area here, just to make sure everything is just nicely blended. Going in with my finger, I want to go into this shimmery shade here. I just think it looks so cool. And I'm gonna put this down. Oh my gosh. That looks like a liquid. I'm gonna put this down all over the lid, and I'm gonna kind of leave this outer third of that lid over there, that outer corner, I'm gonna leave that bare because I do want to darken that up. That shade is stunning. All right, taking a more like pointed pencil brush, I'm gonna go into this shade right here again, and I really want to focus that like directly into the crease. So I'm gonna like slightly look down, and basically like where that shimmer shade ends, I want this to pick up and just be a little bit more intense. Okay. Now taking a little packer type of brush, I do want to try out the black in this palette, so I'm going to go in with that shade there. This one has got, again, a present embossed in the pan, so I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that. Again, I'm not tapping these brushes off or anything, and I'm just going to kind of deepen up this outer corner over here. So I'm just like tapping this black on. I will say that is not like the best black. I kind of want to try out this shade here as well. That's got a little bit of green glitters in it. And I'm going to kind of try to tap this over that black as well. All right, using my finger with the shimmer shade, I'm just kind of brushing over these edges just because I do want to make it like seamless. I just wanted that outer corner a little bit darker, which I do feel like I was able to achieve. That is going to be it for the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, clean this up, and then we'll be back for the next product. So I'm pretty happy with the eye look. Next up, we are going to go into this little sponge set. Now, this is a regular size and a little mini, obviously. This one retails for $8.99. And if I did not mention, both lip mask retail for $5.99 and the palette retails for $16.99. So here are the sponges here. I think they are super cute. This one I probably honestly will never use. I'll give this one to my daughter. This one I will. I do like that there's a flat side for like baking, and then you have the more rounded end for like foundation. You could use this for blush as well. Love the design. These do feel a little bit stiff. I don't know if I've ever tried a Wet n Wild sponge, so we will see in just a minute when I wet this how this performs. Now, I do want to mention they do have a little sponge case, which is like Snoopy's doghouse. I thought it was so cute, so I wanted to pick this up just to house these in there. This retails as well, like the sponge set, for $8.99. Oh, wow, I didn't expect it to be like silicone. It does have like little aerations in here so your sponges won't get like moldy. And then I guess this is silicone. You could probably put this in like the dishwasher, honestly. But anyway, there is that little sponge in there. I'm going to go ahead and wet this sponge now. Okay, so this sponge got freaking huge. It's pretty soft now. And I do want to go in and try this foundation again. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I have mine in the shade F4. I remember liking this. It's just been a while since I've used it. Very affordable at the drugstore. It comes with a pump. And I'm going to go ahead and just put 2 pumps of that out. And I'm just going to pounce this all over my face. I will speed this along for you guys. All right, I'm going to put one more like little half pump just to do my forehead with. All right, wow. So that foundation is a little bit too pink for me. It does pretty good though. But anyway, the sponge performed really nice. I like how big it was. I feel like I could do my face pretty quickly, actually. It was super soft as well. The only thing I'll say is that I kind of wish they would have done like a red sponge or a yellow sponge and then just did like black coloring on it, because I mean, this is going to look gross. But anyway, I also wish that this was like a harder plastic or something, because it bends, it's a little hard to put on. But anyway, that is what the sponge looks like in here. And of course, this is it like huge, so it's kind of full in there. But yeah, I don't know how practical this case is. I'm going to go ahead, do a little bit more of my makeup, and then I'll be back for the rest of this collection. All right, guys, I used this iMethod Beauty eyebrow stamp again. If you missed that video, check it out. Today, it was super fast, and I feel like I got a really natural looking brow, but like perfected. I don't know. I have been liking this. I like how dense the pomade is, so it really doesn't get too much like gunky on your brows, you know what I mean? And it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. But anyway, I just wanted to give that a mention. If you missed that video, I'll have it linked down below. let's go ahead and get into the rest of this tutorial. So first off, I want to go ahead and finish off the eyes. So I think I'm going to go into this black shade here. All right, so I'm just going to use a little liner brush. I am going to tap that off just because I have my base makeup done. And I'm just going to get this black close to the lower lash line. And we are not going to be doing anything crazy here. I mean, this is going to be very, very basic. All right, next up, I'm going to go into a little smudger brush. And with that, I'm going to go into this brown, Charlie Brown shade. And with that smudger brush on the outer edges of that black, I'm just going to smudge it and blend it out with the brown just to kind of soften it. Tone down the black just a little bit. And I'm going to bring that all the way in, that brown. That is going to be it. I'm going to go ahead, do the other eye, do my mascara, and then I'll be right back. All right, so that is going to be it for the eyes. Now we're going to go ahead and move into the face quad. So you've got 2 blushes and 2 highlighters in this quad. This is the Gift of Giving face quad, and this retails for $10.99. I am a big fan of Wet n Wild blushes and highlighters. That is like one of my favorite things that Wet n Wild comes out with. Oh, I hate this packaging. Even after I've like cut it and everything, it's still hard to open. Now in here, you do have all of these pans embossed. I think that is a nice touch. I kind of want to go in between these 2 highlighters. So I am just going to take a little brush and literally just go back and forth between the 2. Try and make like my own shade. And I'm just going to put this on all the high points of my face. I think that's actually a pretty subtle highlighter for Wet n Wild anyway. Usually their highlighters are like popping. Which after, you know, the more you use this, honestly, the better it will. Yeah, you can already see, like, I feel like you just have to get through that, like, first initial layer, and then it just gets so smooth and creamy. Their highlighters are really, really good if you have not tried one. Precious Petals is one of my favorite highlighters, not at the drugstore, but of, like, all time. And it is from Wet n Wild. Put a little bit of this above my brow. I really like the combination of these 2 mixed together. I'm going to put a little bit on my shoulder. I am a big, big fan of this so far. Now for the blush, I will say I got a little bit of like glitter flecks. This one does have like actual glitters in it. Now having said that, I don't think it looks too crazy. It is emphasizing texture a little bit, but I really don't mind it. Like from far away, it looks fine. Up close, you know, with the light beating down, you can see the texture, but again, in person, it is not that bad at all. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this more like muted mauve tone blush. Just with the eye look that we have on, I think it would look better. This is like one of those bright pink blushes that just makes you look healthy. There was a big craze with that, like the Dior pink. That is what this reminds me of. It's one of my favorite blushes in my collection, so I do like that they threw in that more bright, like bubblegum pink. I feel like it just looks good on everyone and just makes you look healthy. Now, as you could tell, do you see how seamless this blush blended out? I'm telling you, for good blushes, you do not have to go high end. For good highlighters, really for like good anything these days, You just have to know where to go. And I mean, whew, Wet n Wild, let me tell you, is the place to go for blush and highlighter. Highly recommend this palette here. All right, I do think I'm going to use this on my eyes as well, just on my inner corner. So I'm just going to go into this gold, and I'm going to go into that with a little pencil brush, and I'm just going to put that on the inner part of the eye. Again, just to kind of brighten. All right, off camera really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut. I've been using this like crazy. All right, my lips are lined. Now I'm going to go in with the lipstick from this collection. There were two colors that came in this collection. The one that I picked up, which is more of like a brown type of shade, and then a red. The one that I have is, the shade name is Charlie Brown. And in general, Wet n Wild lipsticks in the past have been some of my favorites. They really do have some good ones. Ooh, this is like 90s brown here. Feels nice and comfortable, feels thin, as you could tell, super pigmented. I mean, I do like it. It is a little intense though, you know, for what I normally would wear. Now I'm going to go ahead with the last product. This is Shake It Like a Snow Globe Illuminating Face Mist. Face mist also retails for $10.99, so I'm going to go ahead and shake this up. And you will see the shimmers in here. Hopefully this does not wreck my mascara. I'm going to test out the spritzer. Ooh, nice. Nice spritzer. This smells like peppermint, which I was not expecting. Smells really, really nice. And obviously it is going to give you that snow globe glow type of effect. So this is the finished makeup look here. I do not think this looks like Wet n Wild. I am digging the eye look for sure. This face palette is amazing. I really like this spray as well. Yeah, let's just kind of go through piece by piece. All right, so the first things that I used were the lip scrub and the lip mask. Out of these two, I prefer the lip mask. I thought that this feels really, really nice. And I will continue to use this. Just in general, lip scrubs are not something I'm using a whole ton. I do wish there was like a little scoop or something, because like when you have fingernails, I don't like digging my nails into little scrubs like this. But yeah, anyway. Both of these are nice. I could definitely see myself using the lip mask more though. And again, these are scented, but the scents were not like too intense. Next up, I used the sponges. Now this, if anything, I think could be a pass, this little case, because again, I don't like that it's flexible really. I would have rathered it than hard. But anyway, the little sponge actually is nice. Again, I don't see myself really using this little mini. I will probably give that to my daughter. But I do like this sponge. It felt really nice. It performed nicely. I do think it's going to look kind of gross just because it's white. So immediately it is not going to be looking the best after you use it. But this is cute. It's a cute idea. $8.99 each. I would say the sponges over the case for sure, but I could really go without either. The eyeshadow palette from this, I think, is a must. I really do like a lot of the shades that come in here. You can get some everyday looks with this, but again, I like all of the pops of color in here as well. You've got purple, you've got pink, you've got blue, you've got green. You even have this like bright kind of neon red here, which I think is fun and would pair really nicely with this purple. But yeah, this is a nice palette. I think if you are getting something for a younger makeup lover on your list, this is really cute. Also, you know, obviously if you were born in like the 80s, 90s, this is going to be cute to you as well. Okay, the thing I think is the biggest hit is this little face squad. I definitely would pick this up $10.99. You were getting 2 blushes, 2 highlighters, all of these. Well, I didn't try this pink, but I'm sure it would perform wonderfully. Again, I am very familiar with Wet n Wild's blush and highlighter formula. It is one of my favorites. This lip color I like. It's cute. It's not something that I have to have. I do love this packaging though. So cute. $5.99. Again, if you're getting this as a gift, I think that's like a nice little add-on. Super cute. And finally, the spray. I think that this is a hit from this collection as well. $10.99. It smells like peppermints. It's so fun. The packaging, it's just beautiful as well. So out of everything, these 3 would be the ones that I say, like, run and get these. These are really, really nice. And I mean, you saw how that shimmer performed on the lid. It was just amazing. There were a few other things that I did not pick up from this collection. There was a makeup bag that retails for $16.99. There was a brush set that retails for $16.99. There was a tweezer set for $8.99, an eyelash curler for $5.99. And then there was like a multi-stick set, which is kind of like those NYX multi-use pencils where you can use them on your eyes, you can use them as highlighter, whatever. And that set retails for $12.99. I love the pricing on this collection. Again, you can use coupons with this if you get this from Ulta. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.